Greetings and salutations, dear viewers. Get ready for some fantastic content. Hello, YouTube friends. Join us as we unravel the mysteries surrounding international sponsors of war. International Sponsors of War was a publicly available list of companies and individuals maintained by the Ukrainian National Agency on Corruption Prevention (NACP) in connection with the Russo-Ukrainian War, particularly the Russian invasion of Ukraine. It had no legal standing but was nonetheless impactful. By December 2023, the list included 46 companies from 17 countries and 261 individuals who, by doing business with Russia, increase Russian revenues and ultimately Russian military budget in the ongoing war with Ukraine. The list is contrasted with international boycott of Russia when by 2023 more than 1,000 companies withdrew or divested themselves from Russia following the invasion of Ukraine. NACP viewed the list as a reputational instrument for elements of global supply chains, aimed at reducing Russia's financial and technological capability to damage Ukraine. In September 2022, the list was included into London Stock Exchange Group's database. Some companies among international sponsors of war are also restricted in other countries. Inclusion on the list was arbitrary and decided by the NACP on a one-to-one basis. Some companies have been removed from the list, as they ceased business with Russia and condemned the war. In June 2023, media outlets also reported the removal of 5 Greek tanker companies from the list. However, the NACP kept them as they did not publicly condemn the invasion. In March 2024, following diplomatic pressure, the list of international sponsors of war was removed from public access by the NACP and its data were moved to the Interdepartmental Working Group on Implementation of the State Sanctions Policy (IWG). As we progress, let's shine a spotlight on former company inclusions and suspensions and examine its intricate interplay within our topic. Name country branch note State Delta Tankers Limited Greece Oil Tanker Services withdrawn from list after 11th package of EU sanctions, but was reinstated after failing to publicly condemn Russian aggression before being suspended pending discussions with the EU. Suspended 2023 Dinicum Tankers Management Limited Greece Oil Tanker Services withdrawn from list after 11th package of EU sanctions, but was reinstated after failing to publicly condemn Russian aggression before being suspended pending discussions with the EU. Suspended 2023 Minerva Marine Inc. Greece Oil Tanker Services withdrawn from list after 11th package of EU sanctions, but was reinstated after failing to publicly condemn Russian aggression. Delisted in November 2023 after agreeing to cease all Russian trade. Removed 2023 Mondi United Kingdom Packaging and Paper. The company owns 1 paper production plant and 3 processing enterprises in Russia. Removed from list after business in Russia sold in September 2023. Removed 2023 OTP Bank Hungary Banking. In 2020 the Russian branch of OTP Bank received 113 million rubles in profit and paid about 190 million rubles to the Russian budget. OTP Bank also recognizes the Donetsk and Luhansk People's Republic, as well as provides preferential credit terms to the Russian military. Suspended from list in September, then removed from list in October. Removed 2023 Peninsula Petroleum Ireland Oil Fuel. The company stopped supplying fuel to 3 types of vessels owned by Russian companies, sailing under the Russian flag or carrying Russian oil. The company sent a corresponding letter to NAPC and was removed from the list accordingly. Removed 2023 Raiffeisen Bank International Austria Banking. The Russian division of Raiffeisen Bank International offers credit holidays to Russians who are fighting in Ukraine and recognizes the Donetsk and Luhansk People's Republic. In 2022 the profit of the Russian division amounted to 2.058 billion euros, while the total profit of the group was 3.797 billion euros. Suspended from list in December 2023 to ensure Austria would vote in favor of the 12th package of sanctions and bilateral consultations could take place. Suspended 2023 Sri Ramakrishna Exports India diamond production confirmation that no rough diamonds have been bought from Russia since January 2023 and none will be bought. Removed 2023 Thenna Morris Ships Management Greece Sea Transport withdrawn from list after 11th package of EU sanctions, but was reinstated after failing to publicly condemn Russian aggression. Delisted in November 2023 after agreeing to cease all Russian trade. Removed 2023 TMS Tankers Limited Greece Tanker Services withdrawn from list after 11th package of EU sanctions, but was reinstated after failing to publicly condemn Russian aggression. Delisted in November 2023 after agreeing to cease all Russian trade. Removed 2023. As we venture forward, let's examine noted effects of being included on lists in detail and gain a deeper appreciation for its significance. June 2023, British Airways and Scandinavian Airlines remove Mondelez products. August 2023, Mondi withdrew from Russia after being listed in February 2023. September 2023, Hungary agreed to 11th EU sanctions package after OTP Bank removed from list. November 2023, 3 Greek shipping companies agreed to cease Russian trade after being listed. December 2023, Scandinavian Airlines stopped using PepsiCo and Nesquik products. December 2023, Austria blocked 12th EU sanctions package until Raiffeisen Bank International was removed from the list. January 2024, Alexander Novikov, the former head of Ukraine's NACP, reported that dozens of large transnational companies had left Russia for fear of being included on the list of sponsors. January 2024, Sweden's royal house has cancelled the royal warrant to Marabou chocolate as it is owned by Mondelez. Now, let's shift our attention to removal from public access. At a certain time, Austria, China, France and Hungary started to criticize the list. China, in particular, a major consumer of Ukrainian grain, demanded in February 2024 the removal of 14 Chinese companies from the list to eliminate negative impacts. Another cited reason was the frustration for singling out companies from countries that supported Ukraine. On 22 March 2024, the NACP announced the decision to close the list to public access and move its data to the Interdepartmental Working Group on Implementation of the State Sanctions Policy (IWG). The decision was based on the meeting of the Cabinet of Ministers of Ukraine on 15 March 2024. Leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this video.